make sure the audio quality is good enough and you can hear mine and Lee's and beautiful words and oratory that will flow from our mouths. If you could keep yourselves muted unless you need to speak, that's great. We do have a chat function. We're not going to be using it as part of this meeting, yeah, we're not actually monitoring that chat line. So it'd be better if you want to speak or have your voice heard to raise your hand, and we can draw you into the meeting at that point. Importantly, as we run through the formal proceedings, you're only able to vote on decisions if you are a member of PEC Renewables, and we need to check that. We will be using the raise hand button to vote on those, so you should see this as a hand shaped thingy at the top of your browser, or if you wiggle your mouse it should appear in front of you. So hopefully everybody is able to find the hand button. Please can you all have a go at selecting that hand button so we can check that that's operational and everyone's got the grip of it. James, can you let me know when we've got a full house of hands? James will lower the hands for you because with that kind of organisation, you don't even have to put your hands down by yourself.
That's all good. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you. So if you could lower those hands. Next thing we need to do is check if we are quorate, and we will do that by reading through a list of PEC Renewables members. We may not get all the way through the list, but we just want to check that those people there's enough members in the room. So I'm going to ask Liz to read out the members, and we'll just take a register. We need to have 10 members in the room to be quorate.
Yeah. Thank you. In fact, I've already checked through, and I'm confident we are quorate, but I will just run through quickly the people I haven't seen on the call. Alan Barlow. No. So I've got Lee Patterson, Dave Garland, Barbara Hanson, Ian Johnson representing PCH, Lee Richards, Caroline Blackler, June Pitt, Chris Deacon, Alistair McPherson, Paul Elliott, Gemma Knowles, Paul Hardman, Duncan Tringham, Michelle Virgo representing CBS, Chris Pemberthy, John and Janet Fearon. If I've missed anyone, please do shout now.
David Madge.
Thank you, David. Director David, many apologies.
Great. Therefore, I think I can confirm we're quorate, and I will hand back to Lee to take us through those formal proceedings.
Brilliant. Thanks, Alistair. So yeah, just before we start the formal proceedings, obviously I'd like to say a big thank you again for sort of being here for the AGM, and ask that for you that are here, can you leave questions for the end of the meeting? Obviously we'll have a chance for any discussion anybody wants. I hope you found the sort of annual impact report informative as per the other sort of members of the PEC family. It's a good overview of the collective impact of the organisation of the PEC family as a whole. You know, obviously we can acknowledge the sort of huge achievements we've gone through and you know, that's been made in the community during the last year, and what your investments as PEC Renewables investors in the schemes are helping to deliver. So let's get on with the formal proceedings. So as Alice confirmed from the register, we're quorate for this meeting. Just in terms of apologies, we've got apologies received from Angela McPherson, Penelope Kent, Sam Dawes and Dilys Dawes, and Tracy Eberl. Ian Johnson, I see Ian's on the call, but you've got to leave early as well. So just to note the apologies. So on to item 3. So to receive the director's report and the financial statements for the year ending the 30th of June 2023, which is our sort of financial year. Basically, we need to have a proposer and a seconder for those financial statements. So please can I have raise your hands in the chat for this. I will try our best. Oh, Chris, great, straight way away for a proposer, thank you. And can I have a seconder, please? And Paul, thanks very much. And Ian, but Paul got there first. Thank you very much. I think from the previous AGMs, we're doing a general raise of hands afterwards. Everyone's in agreement with that. So if I could ask you all to raise your hands if you're in agreement. I'll do my best to see them all on a small screen, so I'm trying to see where hands are raised, but Liz or Alistair, I'm sure, will tell me.
Definitely got majority, thank you.
Got the majority there. Fantastic. Thank you very much. If we could all lower hands, or if James could lower them all for everybody, that would be great. Thank you. Okay, great. So on to item 4, so that's to reappoint Bromhead Chartered Accountants as the auditors of the company for the ensuing year, and to authorise the directors to set the remuneration. Again, I need a proposer and a seconder, so if I could ask for somebody to propose. Gemma, great, thank you, Gemma. And a seconder. And Chris, thanks both. It's like being quick on the draw, isn't it? Happy you can raise your hand. So again, it's a general sort of consensus, everybody. If everyone can sort of raise their hands, they're happy with that, that'd be great. I see lots of hands going up. Fantastic, looks like the majority again. Thank you. So if you can lower them, or James, you can do that for us, that would be great. Again, all hands are down, fantastic. So on to 5, so that's to elect the directors in accordance with the required voting process. As you know, we have a rotation of directors over time. So in this rotation, Chris Penberthy will be standing down, but Chris is also standing for re-election for the one vacant position on the PEC Renewables board. There's been one nomination, which was Chris. So as per our election policy, a ballot is therefore not required. So Chris's summary statements also be issued to you via email or posts. So if you're happy with that in the meeting, if everyone can raise their hand that everyone is happy to re-elect Chris back onto the board. Great. It's like the majority to me. Fantastic, thank you. Okay, if you can lower them again, or James, you can do that. Brilliant. So next we go on to look at the resolutions regarding the payment of interest on members' share capital. So to improve the payment of interest on members' share capital at the rate of 4% of the investment value for shareholdings allocated in 2014 and 2015, so that's share offers 1 and 2, we've basically, the results for that was on that 4% was that of the 36% of the membership who voted, 96%, that's 149 members voted in favour, and 4%, 7 voted against. So on the basis of that vote, the resolution is passed. I don't think we need to put hands to that again. I think that's a sort of a resolution passed by the membership. And to go on to the other share offers, share offer 3, so that's to approve the payment of interest on members' share capital of a rate of 6% with the investment value for the shareholdings allocated August 2016 and January 2017. So the 6% rate was agreed basically on the 36% of the membership again who voted, 96%, 149 members voted in favour, and 4%, 7 voted against. So again, that resolution is passed. At that point, is there any questions on the share issue percentages being passed for the next year? You can raise your hand. Okay, no other questions, that's great. So in general, are there any other questions? Because we've basically got, so we can either, basically you can email us or that's at PEC, sorry, at support@plymouthenergycommunity.com. But unless there's any other final questions, is there any other business from anyone? Just checking if there is something, did someone put something in the chat then? No, that's fine. No questions at all quiet. Excellent. That probably is the quickest AGM I think I've ever been involved with. So fantastic. Thank you very much, everyone. So yes, so I confirm the end of the annual general meeting. Thank you again for your, oh, John, you got a question? I guess your hand coming up at the last minute. Did I not give enough time?
No, sorry, that was a mistake.
Oh, no worries, John. That's fine. Just wanted to check. No problem at all. Brilliant. Okay, everyone. Well, thanks ever so much again for sort of being here at 5:45 now on a Thursday. Confirm the end of the meeting. Thanks again for your continued support, and I look forward to seeing you all, meeting you all, and working with you all over the next year.
Brilliant. Thank you, Lee.
Thanks, Lee.
Thank you.
Okay. Bye.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.
Thanks all. Bye.
All done?